What's up guys, this is Rise bringing you another video, and today we've got the most exciting type of battles. It's an OsMo PvP auto Rekt tournament from yesterday, and we're jumping straight in. Rules are simple. You accept the battle and you go with whatever Pokemon are on your screen. So starting off, we've got Wigglytuff versus Linoone. They go into a Beedrill. That poison jab is going to do a lot. We don't have a great answer for a Beedrill in this lineup. So we go into our purified Ivysaur and check this out. This is actually pretty cool. We go for the return. We have return on this Ivysaur. Will Beedrill shield? No. Hashtag get returned. That's a special move for purified shadow Pokemon if you're not aware. They come in with a Razor Leaf Ludicolo. We're just gonna go straight for this Power Whip. We get a shield. Man, I love these auto Rekt battles. They're so much fun. You never know what you're gonna see. This is round one. We get another Power Whip off. We draw both shields, and Ludicolo is dumping energy, so that's great. They hit us with an Ice Beam. Thank you very much. Now we know they have a Linoone, and I think I wanted to save my Azumarill for that, maybe. Even though Wigglytuff probably matches up better against Linoone. I guess I knew my Wigglytuff would take out the Ludicolo, and that way I could eat the energy from the Linoone, and that way I can use my shield on Azumarill. So this will probably be a Grass Knot. We shield the Grass Knot, and we have an Ice Beam all charged up. So we take game one. Thank you to the Pokemon gods for giving me an Azumarill in game one. That was nice. Yeah, man, auto Rekt battles are the most fun. You never know what's gonna happen, and you can't be too hard on yourself if you lose. Like sometimes I can be hard on myself if I lose games, but you can't really in auto Rekt because it's not your fault really if you lose. You just got dealt a bad hand. So this is a pretty crazy lineup. We have a Sneasel with only return. It's running Feint Attack return, so I'm just like, this Sneasel is useless to me, I'm just gonna let it go. We come in with Dragonair, I actually just made this Dragonair for a Battle of the Servers tournament. We're going with Wrap. I wasn't aware how much damage this would do, but I knew it would be better than Aqua Tail, so it does a fair amount of damage. I use a shield here. I probably didn't really need to be honest. It's just an Aqua Tail, so I think I would have survived that. Then a Wigglytuff comes in and just charges down immediately, and now we're in a tough spot. They have a Wigglytuff and 2 shields, and there's not a whole lot of things that are going to beat a Wigglytuff with 2 shields. I know that from experience. So our Rhydon is it's all but over. I could have shielded, but I'm like, it's over, so I let it go. Ice Beam takes us out, and in round one in this 4-round tournament, we're tied at 1, so it comes down to a game 3. What will they give us? Okay. Rozelia, Piloswine, and Dusknoir. Interesting lineup. Rozelia versus Lucario. Lucario is so glassy that these Razor Leafs are adding up. They switch out to a Lapras. I'm going to stay in here because these Razor Leafs are going to still do a lot of damage. I'm going for a Sludge Bomb. Will they shield? They do shield. But man, look at those Razor Leafs. The Razor Leafs almost took out the whole Lapras. And now what are we gonna come in with? Gonna come in with Piloswine. Hopefully they don't go for Surf. We go for Ice Beam. Okay, so only neutral damage. And we're able to farm up some energy because those Powder Snows are double resisted by Lapras. And then a Xatu. I've seen this Pokemon a lot. I used to love it in the main series games, but I never really knew how to pronounce it. Xatu. We pull off a swap to eat this, and it's an Aura Sphere, a super powerful fighting move. So that's perfect. Our Ghost type is it double resists fighting, I believe. You can't fight a Ghost. Remember that. Another Aura Sphere. We shield it just in case it's like a Shadow Wall. Now we have a Psychic, and at this point I was like, oh, we win, But I forgot, psychic typing of Exatu. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But now it's gonna be close. Luckily, we have one shield. They have a lot of energy. Hit us with an ominous wind. Can these powder snows take it out? Yeah, one powder snow takes out the Exatu, so it came down to just a matter of a few HP, but we take round 1. Now heading into round 2. Golbat, Zweilous, and Ferrothorn. That's a pretty dang good lineup for Auto Rekt. We're going up against Nadeau. He's from California. What's up, Nadeau? Man, this was such a fun tournament. Pretty decent lead because we have Shadow Ball. We do have to be careful of the Rock Slide. So I am gonna shield this one. I think, yep. And I'm pretty sure I try and bait them, yep, with Poison Fang. So hopefully we get a shield here. If we don't get a shield, we're in a little bit of trouble. We get a shield, perfect. And they get to another charge move really fast. Another Rock Slide. Wow, I thought maybe they might have been going for a Psycho Boost. I didn't see what came in, and I went for the Shadow Ball. So the Nidoking eats the Shadow Ball, and I thought I could get to a Poison Fang, and then I like kind of panicked. So I get out of there, and now I'm gonna have to eat something. I wasn't sure what moveset Nidoking would have. I've never ran it. Earth Power, so that does a fair bit of damage, but it's okay. Deoxys comes back in. These counters are going to deal super effective against Ferrothorn. So we're like okay, but not great in this situation. And we managed to get another Power Whip off. That's huge. So we'll probably draw a shield here, right? We draw a shield. And luckily, with that Golbat, we farmed up from those wing attacks against Nidoking some energy, and we go for the Poison Fang with 1 HP on this Golbat. Will this Poison Fang be enough? It is. That is huge. So now we have a Zweilous against an Ice type, a Glalie, with Frost Breath. A little bit of lag, and these Frost Breaths are doing so much damage, but I saw my Dragon Breaths, they're not resisted by Ice, so I thought I was okay. So we get to this Dark Pulse, and this should be enough, and it is, to take out Glalie. What a game there against Nadeau. You have a Zweilous with a shield against one more thing, and it's an Ice type? Come on. Only thing worse than that would be a Charmer. And now here's where the struggle bus starts to happen, because Auto Rekt starts giving us a Charge Beam Zapdos. What am I supposed to do with a Charge Beam Zapdos? I switch into it right away because this Electric will do super effective against Mantine, and I still have the Alolan Raichu in back. And I'm not gonna shield anything because I don't even want this Zapdos. It's like so useless. Charge Beam is such a trash move. It charges up energy like kind of fast, not really that fast. And then it also just doesn't do very much damage at all. I know this Dragonair should resist everything coming from Minun. So I don't shield, farm up some energy. The Mantine comes back. We're going for Wrap because Aqua Tail would be resisted. Wrap still doesn't do all that much. And I am going to leave this game in the hands of Alolan Raichu with 2 shields. Can Alolan Raichu do it? We have an energy advantage, and it's a Swampert. This is actually an insane finish I forgot about. So we both have 2 shields. I know I'm not going to be able to Volt Switch down. I go for the Grass Knot first because I don't want to lower my defense that like Wild Charge will do. And luckily, the reason I was able to win this game is because I'm sneaking in these Volt Switches in between these shields. And then Wild Charge is slightly less energy, so I knew I could draw a shield and then go for the Grass Knot. And how about that use of shield? Can we get a like and a subscribe for that play right there? And Alolan Raichu beating a ground type Swampert in a 2 shield last situation. I think that was a pretty good play right there. Come on, guys. Come on. Give me some credit. We rose to the occasion on that one. I thought that was a pretty cool play. All right, game 3 against Nadeau. We were able to take the first 2. And oh my god, we have a Bite Hydro Pump Blastoise against the Charmer. Again, I don't even want to like bother switching. I just kind of like want to do as much damage as I can and then get rid of this Blastoise. Like, okay, see you later. And once again, our Charge Beam Zapdos. we're in a bad situation here. Ancient Power would deal super effective, but they shield, unfortunately. Now it's all up to Linoone against this Ninetales. Come on, Linoone. We're gonna try and Shadow Claw all the way down. No, we go for Grass Knot. We probably would have barely been able to Shadow Claw down. That charm damage is the real deal. So we're in a tough spot, and then Aggron comes in, and like we have nothing that's gonna knock out this Aggron. Both of our moves are neutral, and it's just gonna smack down us on down. And one smackdown gets rid of that Zapdos. Game 3, this is against Abby. And this is actually really funny. Abby in our OsMo group, she's a really cool battler. She's very good. It gave me triple electric. Raichu, Stunfisk, and Electrode. And the funny thing is, so she swaps in a Tauros, or Taurus, however you pronounce it. And she was making fun of one of her other opponents for using a Taurus, because Rekt gave one of her previous opponents in the tournament a Tauros, and then it gave her a Tauros, so that was kind of funny. Mantine comes back in. I don't shield, and it's a Swift Mantine. Oh my god. We go for Grass Knot because that will hit for neutral, while Charge would be resisted. And we get double Grass Knots. Nice. It shows you how effective Raichu can be if you farm up energy. So now we're in pretty good shape. We have 2 shields, and this Mud Shot, or Mud Bomb rather, will do super effective against Minun if we can get to it. Swift doesn't do that much. Swift. I remember Swift in the main series games. It's like it guarantees to hit your opponent every time. It can't miss. But I mean, there's no like dodging or misses in PvP, so Swift is kind of pointless. And then they have a Alolan Sandslash in the back. I bring in my Voltorb just to do as much as possible. Even though my mud bombs would have done super effective, I could have probably just stayed in, but I just wanted to give Voltorb a shot too. Or sorry, not Voltorb, Electrode. Electrode, the evolved form of Voltorb. I do know my Pokemon pretty well from growing up, up until like generation 5. I know the first 4 pretty well. So we managed to beat Abby in game 1. Let's see what happens in game 2. A good lineup it gave us. Castform, Lapras, and Zweilous. I love using Lapras. I love using Zweilous. They're really fun Pokemon to use. And check this out. Rainy Castform versus Sunny Castform. Heck of a lead. Huge lead. Let's see what happens. They bring in a Mantine. We don't have a great response for a Mantine. I'm not going to shield this because it'll probably just be a Bubble Beam or an Aerial Ace. It's only a Bubble Beam. We go for the Thunder. This would probably KO, even with the attack debuff, because it's double super effective and it's a decently powerful move. We go in for Lapras, and I thought it was my Ice Shard Lapras, but it's actually my my Water Gun Surf Lapras. It's not my normal PvP Lapras. So I'm like, oh crap. This is not what I thought. My other Lapras has Ice Shard, Surf, and Skull Bash, so that would have been much better. We're not gonna bother shielding. They make a nice swap, but they have a Charizard. So she's pretty much just like, I don't know, trying to sack this Charizard. I figure, like, if it's a Blast Burn, okay, I still have my Castform. If it's Dragon Claw, even better, I'll get the Surf off. So, just trying to manage shields wisely. This is like the dream scenario for Rekt. It gave us like the best possible lineup for this opposing lineup, except for the Mantine, I guess. they give us like some sort of electric type instead of Zweilous. I guess that would have been the dream scenario. Here comes Mantine, not gonna shield. Just the Bubble Beam. Sending in Zweilous. Dragon Breath is so OP. Dragon Breath farms it all the way down. I know this is probably just a Weather Ball, so I'm not gonna do that much damage, no shield. And I just decided to Dragon Breath down. Make it end a little faster. Pokemon letting me know it's partly cloudy and I like can't exit out of that. It's fast forward, so it didn't seem that long at 1.5 times speed, but it took like 10 seconds to get out of there. Game 3 against Abby. We won games 1 and 2. You go up against the normal Muck, and we have to be careful of the Thunder Punch, I know. So we shield, because this Thunder Punch would do a ton of damage. We're going to go just for Bubble Beam to debuff the attack. That way we can let a Thunder Punch go through and survive it. But yeah, it shows you it's like a relatively neutral matchup, but because they have the charge move of Thunder Punch, it just makes it so much better. I go into my Razor Leaf Cherim. It gave me normal Razor Leaf Cherim and Sunny Razor Leaf Cherim in the same team. That's kind of neat. The Cherim fam. I sacked that one Cherim because this Cherim will be of more use to me because it can actually get to Weather Balls. I forget the charge move on the other Cherim, but I think it was like Dazzling Gleam or something, or Solar something. It was something that takes really long to charge up. I probably should have committed my shield here, to be honest, but I don't for some reason. Because I would have been able to probably fire off a Weather Ball, maybe, on Muck. And those Razor Leafs, even though they would have been resisted, they would have added up. Muck has a lot of energy, so can we get to a charge move before? Nope. This Thunder Punch, double super effective, so it's going to take us out. Abby takes game 3. GG's, Abby. And we were able to take 1 and 2. So that was already the semifinal. So we're going into the final against Mr. Tubbs, Alolan Raichu, Vileplume, and Primeape. That's actually a pretty decent lineup. Alolan Raichu's great, and we get a great lead. Poliwrath. A little bit of lag. These Volt Switches are doing a ton, and they have a Registeel. Talk about luck of the draw. Registeel. We just go for the Wild Charge and then get out of there into our Primeape. I haven't really used Primeape, so I didn't know how tanky it was. I decided to let this go through, which was a mistake. Because, okay, we just barely are able to counter down. And then a Pidgeot comes in. And because Pidgeot is normal and flying, that cross chop does neutral. Maybe I could have gone for 2 Night Slashes, I'm not sure. Now Raichu can farm down. I'm gonna commit a shield, and that way I can get off some charge moves against Poliwrath. Do I double shield? I should shield, yeah. Ice Punch, it's not a very powerful move, but it'll still do a lot. I think we have enough for 2 Wild Charges, but we're gonna switch because of the damage that's gonna be coming from Mudshot and these Razor Leafs, man. Poliwrath isn't too tanky in the Great League, so these Razor Leafs just do so much damage, and they even take out a flying type in the end. GG's in game 1. So it's coming down to the wire. If we win this game, we win the championship. We play 3 games every round, and it was Dusknoir, Ursaring, and Mew, I believe. And we're going up against the normal Ninetales. I'm not even sure what fast move this Dusknoir knows. I don't think it's Hex, because Hex has that like different animation. Let me know in the comments what you think that fast move is. We're going for Psychic. We're missing some bubbles. It gets a shield anyway. I'm debating, do I double shield my Dusknoir and go for the Psychic? I do. Maybe a misplay. I'm not sure. We save the Psychic and we go into our Ursaring. We farm up a little extra energy. We go for this close combat. This will probably KO if it goes through. Boom. They let it go through, but now our defense is harshly lowered, so they're going to be able to just destroy us, especially with no shields. They could throw like a power-up punch at us and it'd probably KO. Not that Ninetales has power punch. We come in, we go for the Psychic. And it goes through. So now we're down a shield and they have a Melmetal in back. Imagine if I had like Overheat, but I don't. I don't really use this Mew for PvP, so it has Frost Breath and Grass Knot. Both moves are resisted by Melmetal. So yeah, this looks like game over. I don't know why I bothered going for this Grass Knot. Like, it's already over. So we are going to be, after this Rock Slide goes through, tied up 1-1. Rise to the occasion. I, Mr. Tubbs. One final auto-wrecked game. And at this point, I'm like, just hoping, what do you give me? Umbreon, Weavile, Cast Form. For the championship. What's gonna happen? Umbreon versus Hippowdon, okay. I know Hippowdon from some tournaments. It's usually Fire Fang, Body Slam, Earth Power. I'm farming up some energy. Go for the foul play. How much damage will this do? Decent amount. So here I know they have a lot of energy. I'm spamming off these foul plays to force some shield pressure. I get a shield. And now I know they have enough for an Earth Power, but I thought maybe they might bait me with Body Slam, so I don't shield, but I was wrong, and Earth Power does quite a bit. Now they're going for another one, and I know it's just a Body Slam, but I have a lot of energy, and I don't want to lose switch advantage. So I go for this foul play, and I'm pretty sure I have enough for 2 foul plays, so they do a good job and not shielding. Otherwise, I would have just gone off for another. And Wailord comes in. The biggest Pokemon in the game, the meme. And Wailord, oh my god. And we don't have a great response for this Wailord because Weavile's Ice type is gonna be resisted. Castform's Fire type. And like, we don't have a response for this Rhyperior either. It's gonna deal super effective. But I know Castform doesn't stand a chance against Wailord, so I just bring it in against Rhyperior to do some chip damage. And it's all gonna come down to the wire. So these Ice Shards on Weavile are super effective. They farm down. We have a little bit of health on Weavile. They have a shield. We have one shield that we're gonna use here on this Surf. We go for the first Avalanche. The question is, can we get to another Avalanche after the shield? We already have one. And we overtapped once, but it didn't matter. Avalanche should be enough to KO, right? Yep. Avalanche KO, so you saw it here, a Weavile versus a Wailord in the championship, and we take it home. Thank you all for watching, guys. Auto Rekt tournaments are so much fun. Check out the OsMo PvP server in the description and come play more tournaments, fun tournaments like this with me and the rest of the game. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe, leave a like, comment, and share this video with your friends. I'd appreciate it. So with that said, everyone, be the best version of yourself. Make today the best day of your life until tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.